Greetings, beautiful and radiant beings. My name is Zephyr. Welcome to my channel. I'm a licensed massage therapist, Reiki master teacher, sound healer, shamanic practitioner, and psychic intuitive. I'm here to share with you messages from spirit, the things that you need to hear the most. These messages are timeless, so whenever you're receiving this is the perfect time for you. Now, in the time of this recording, we are just on the cusp of the solar eclipse in Sagittarius. So the energy that's been coming through has been speaking to me for a couple of days. So I'm excited to share these messages with you. We'll start out how we always do, and that is to clear the space. Wherever you are, bring your attention to your breath and notice what your breath does to your body. And if it's okay for you to close your eyes, let them rest for just a moment and bring your attention to your breath once again. Notice what your body does as you breathe in and breathe out. Now send your attention to the tip of your tailbone and allow it to extend beyond your physical body into the earth beneath you. Connect with the vibration of Mother Earth and draw that vibration into the root chakra and let it sit there to offer you grounding energy. Angel spirits, guides, thank you for all of the messages that you've shared, and thank you for the messages that are on their way. What is it that you have to share with the collective right now? Angel spirits, guides, what is the messages? Oops, those ones don't count. We take jumpers out of the deck, not fallers out of my hand. What are the messages that you need to share? All right. So we'll get a couple more cards. No. Great messages, great reminders. But those are not the ones. All right, we'll get all the cards out on the table, and then I'll share with you a little bit of how I do my readings if you're new to my channel. I have added timestamps to the videos, so if you don't want to watch the shuffle, you don't have to. But some of you like to watch the shuffle and be engaged with part of the process. All right. And Angel Spirits Guides, let's have one more. One more. So, for those of you that are new, I'll give you a brief rundown of how I do this. So from left to right, this is the energy that is coming up for you right now in your 3D life, in this life that's happening right now for you. And then vertically is the energy that Spirit's saying, hey, this is something that you need to pay attention to. This is a little something more that is coming up. The card that's in the center is the message that is most important right now for you to hear. And there is some big truth that is coming in, that is being revealed, that is being spoken, that is coming about. And so the center card is truth. So this is also a card that I have for the throat chakra. When our throat chakra is open and balanced, we're able to speak truth into the world. We're able to speak our truth into the world. We're able to let our voice be heard uninhibited, okay? And with that, we've got the integration card and the emotional release card on either side, all right? So some of you out there are sharing part of your potent truth, and it's helping to move some emotional energy. Now, perhaps some of you are sharing your truth, and maybe in part of sharing that truth, it's causing a big rise in emotional energy. Some of you might be sharing your truth with another person that you might have been with for a long time. Perhaps this is a partner. Maybe this is a business colleague. Maybe this is creating some sort of definition within your family unit. Like, hey, this is my truth. Don't cross these boundaries anymore. And that's causing some emotional upheaval. So whatever it is that you are sharing is bringing some energy to the surface. I would like to remind you, Spirit says, tell them this. I would like to remind you that you can share your truth in a way that is done with your best intentions of not harming others. In yoga practice, it's called ahimsa, non-harming, right? And so sharing your truth forward in a way of non-harming, looking through it at the lens of non-harming and letting it come out in that way is really a powerful way to share forward. And certainly some truth that we share, as much as we try to be in a solid place and try not to harm, we still need to share it forward. We need to share our truth. We need to speak our truth, because when we don't, we're really only stifling our own energy and holding ourselves back. We're kind of putting the shade on the light. We're putting a shade on our light. And shades are great for lamps, but we are not a lamp. We are a brilliant light. We need to shine, and we need to let that come out. Now, this truth that we're sharing is part of us really accepting who we are, and part of our mission, part of why we're supposed to be here. And we're integrating all of that. We're integrating ourselves into ourself. We're taking our own energy back. Okay. So Spirit's coming in with this vertical energy, and we've got the struggle card, which is card number 32. 3 and 2 is 5. 5 is the number of change. And when this card comes up, for those of you that have been following my channel for a while, you know that this necessarily is not my card of, things are just going to be a struggle. Now, certainly that can be, but in this card we've got the salmon swimming upstream, and for me this is a rebirth type energy. The salmon lay their eggs, they grow, they hatch, and then they go out to sea. The fish get big, and then they return to the place where they were hatched and do the whole thing over. So for me, this is a card of coming through into fruition. This is a card of completing a cycle, of doing things to the fullest completion of what they can, right? We've gone out into the world, we've gotten big, we've gotten bulky, we've gotten all of the knowledge, the things that we need, and then we come back, and then we're at this point of, okay, do I want to complete a karmic cycle and continue it and do the same thing over, or do I want to take a left turn and do something different, right? So we're coming to this point, this access point, where we're able to shift our energy into another paradigm, into another belief system, into another way of being. And for some people, that view our life outside of us, they might say, "Whoa, gosh, this person's gone off the deep end, and now they're doing things completely different from what they have." Well, look, we know that there's a couple constants in life, and one of them is change, right? Some people are so ingrained in their old belief systems that things have to be the way that they have to be, and nothing can change, and nothing can be different. It's all got to be the same, and I can't handle anything that's different. Well, look, things change, people grow. We're supposed to evolve. We're supposed to gain new ideas. We're supposed to have new thoughts. We're supposed to take in new information. And for some people, you know, when we're sharing our truth, this might be really difficult for them, okay? That's not for you to own. What is for you to own is how you act with them, how you are with them, how you integrate your kindness, your compassion into your life, and share your truth. Let your truth be told. Let your voice be heard. Right? Spirit saying for some of you, you might also be starting your own YouTube channel or sharing out into social media land in some way, and you're being seen, you're being heard, your voice is being shared in that way. And so Spirit's saying, hey, you're there. You are at a point where you can do this, and you don't have to have all of the answers. You don't have to know all of the things. You know, starting something new is kind of challenging. It's a little bit scary, but Spirit's saying, hey, you got to take one step and you got to take another, and you might not have all the answers that you need right away, but definitely I know this, and that is you have done everything in your life that has brought you to this very point in time, whenever this time is. You've gained everything that you need to gain, and you're at this very moment, and all of that you get to draw from. You get to draw from all of that. So whatever it is that you're sharing forward, beautiful beings, you have enough of everything under your belt that you can share that forward. Okay? That's a really interesting an interesting statement. I think we've all heard, you know, we've got enough something under our belt. And I'm thinking, like, how do we relate that to the chakra system? And so it's like the belt is at our waistband, right? And what is below our waistband? Maybe our sacral chakra and our root chakra. And, you know, like things that are in the root chakra are very much physical. They're very much ingrained into our being. And so I'm thinking, I wonder, does that have something to do? How can we apply that? And it's like, oh yes, all of the things that we've learned under our life. So we can apply that saying to the chakra system as well. I don't know, maybe that makes sense. Maybe that doesn't. Leave me a comment in the spot below. But kind of coming back to this energy of, there's something that's coming full circle for you. There's something that's coming up. And yeah, that thing that's coming up might be a little bit challenging. It might be pushing you into the edge of your comfortability. And this is where it's so important to take a step back, make sure you understand what's going on with your life, and speak your truth forward. Okay? And this It's All Good card, this is my card of, we are in the right place at the right time. You know, it's kind of like divine alignment, but not really. It's more speaks to, as I shared earlier, you've gained all of the information, all of the knowledge, all of the things. All right, this is resonating with somebody. Somebody's thinking about it. My nose is itching. So you've gained all of the knowledge and wisdom that you need and you have. And you're at the right place at the right time to do this. The eclipse is such a powerful time, and for those of you that are not watching this right around eclipse time, the energy that's coming up for you is really big and it's shifting, and that's why Spirit's saying it's so important for you to, one, be truthful to yourself, right? If you're in a situation that is not great for you, you gotta flip that shit and do whatever you need to do without harming people, of course, but do what you gotta do. Do whatever you need to do to shift your circumstances, to change that karmic pattern. You need to do something different if you want something different. The definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and expect a different result. Beautiful beings, I know none of you out there are insane and you want to do different things, okay? So you're at this point where you gotta speak your truth. You gotta share your message. You gotta share your truth, and you gotta be truthful to yourself. Like I said, if you're not in the play, if you're in a situation where you're not flourishing, you're not growing, you're not blooming, That's the image that's coming. It's like Spirit's like, show them the flower. And I'm like, this is the flower, okay? If you're not blooming, then something is going on. You gotta tend to your own garden. You gotta look and go, okay, what are the weeds that I need to pull? What fertilizer do I need to give it? How can I nurture it? How can I nurture myself? What things do I need to do? Am I taking care of myself? Am I getting enough self-care? Am I working too much? What is going on in life, right? Are you truthful to yourself? When you're truthful to yourself, you'll be able to be truthful with the people that are around you. And sometimes that means asserting boundaries. All right. Thank you, angels, spirits, guides, for sharing the messages that you've shared so far. Let's pull some clarifying cards. So many cards are speaking to me. I think we're gonna come back to the Astro codes oracle. All right. Thank you, angel, spirits, guides, for sharing all of the messages that you've shared. For those of you that are new, we're going to ask for some clarification on it's all good and integration and struggles and emotional release and it's all good. All right, beautiful beings. So, angel, spirits, guides, thank you for the messages that you've shared so far. What do you have to share with it's all good and integration? There we go. Yeah, all right. So the card of Pisces came up, and the message that is on this card is sensitize. And so the waters that run with Pisces are really deep. They're all about our subconscious, the collective conscious, the depths of our being, of our soul, of our psyche. For some of you, you might be having a real powerful psychic attunement that's happening. You might be really receiving a lot of psychic information right now, and you're supposed to be receiving that. You're in the right place. You're doing all of the things. You've prepared yourself. And if it feels as though you're a little bit unprepared, just remember, when we're in this zone of it's a little uncomfortable, you're growing, you're expanding. You know, it's kind of like a balloon. When we blow the balloon up, it stretches and it expands, right? We want to make sure we're at the point where we're not exploding. That's not really great. Or blowing it up so much that it's really testing the boundaries, right? So for some of you, you might be really receiving a lot of psychic information right now, especially with the celestial event that's happening with the solar eclipse, all right? Spirit is asking you to begin to familiarize yourself with that energy, to sensitize yourself to that energy, to become accustomed to that energy, and to begin to bring it into your everyday practice, to incorporate it in your life. You know, first work with it with yourself and then incorporate it into your life. And that can look like a lot of different things. You can ask your angels, your spirits, your guides to share with you. I don't know, there's this image of driving somewhere, right? To ask Spirit to step in and say, or your guides or your intuition or whatever it is that you're working with, hey, what is the fastest route? And to show you signs along the way. And one of the fun things that I like to do is look at people's license plates numbers. And when I see repeating numbers in license plates, I know that I'm on the path that I'm supposed to be on. And it can be any repeating numbers or sequences of numbers like 575 or 373 or any sort of number that repeats in that way. Beautiful beings, I wish I could share with you the most amazing rainbow that is out on the ocean. So as I sit here doing my readings, I look out on the ocean, and far out there's a really amazing rainbow that's just coming in at a really strong oblique angle. Not even though it's arching, it's just the message of the cosmos is coming in. Oh! And how interesting. It's over the ocean. What do we got? We got some Pisces energy coming in, right? So this message is coming through very strong. right now from nature, from all of everything else that is not just us, right? So, Spirit wants you to understand that this energy that's coming in, you're being asked to familiarize yourself with it, to understand how it works, and to incorporate it into your everyday life, beautiful beings. This is a gift. This is part of who you are. Many times people have been told, like, that's not true. Like, it's not true for you to be in contact with nature. Like, Spirit, quit sending me all the messages at once. I need to make this understandable for these beautiful people out here. So you might have been told, like, no, you don't communicate with the spirits of trees, with plants, with rocks, with things. That's not true. That can't be. Or no, you really aren't. You really aren't intuitive. That's just a hoax. Blah 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 blah. That's something that's made for TV. Blah 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 blah. That's not true, beautiful beings. You are in tune. You are in touch. You are really, really, really in touch. Okay. As I look at these cards in this quadrant right here, so we've got Truth, which is 12 card. 1 and 2 is 3. We've got the Integration card, which is 33. We've got the Pisces card, which is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. And then we've got the It's All Good card, which is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. So we've got some 3, 6, 9 energy that's happening right here. Okay, we've also got some master number energy that's happening with the 33 card. So Spirit really wants you to be paying attention to this and to take it in, right? There's this expansive energy that's happening, and it's happening for you. Angel Spirits, Guides, thank you for these messages. All right, now let's take a look at integration and struggle. Now in this deck, the struggle card comes just before the integration card. So we've got card number 32 and 33, right? So the energy that we go through that takes us upstream, that challenges us to come full circle, is all about us looking at and stepping back and going, wow, okay, I can incorporate these things in my life, and these are the lessons that are really important. And this is going to take time. This is going to mean that you need to take time to meditate and sit down with yourself and look at kind of what is coming up that you've been through this struggle and how you can incorporate it. All right, so Angel Spirits, Guides, what messages do you have to share to clarify this integration and struggle energy? And we're looking for this truth, right? Remember, we've got this truth energy that's underlying everything that's coming up. So Angel Spirits, Guides, what is it that you have to share? Ooh, more water energy. We've got Cancer coming up, and so Spirit's asking you, with this Pisces energy, to familiarize yourself with it, to understand how it works, okay? And then we've got this Cancer energy, which is, you got to dive in deep. You got to find a place for it to really be at home with you. And what I mean with that is once you have gotten into it, you've understood it, you need to make it be with you. You need to make it be within your being. You need to have it in your environment. You need to have it be a part of your home. And the home is also a metaphor for our physical being. So you are absolutely being called to bring it in, okay? And to really incorporate it into your being, all right? Spirit's saying, yeah, like the crab. The crab has everything contained inside of it. It's got an exoskeleton, a hard outside, right? And everything on the inside is contained, right? And so it brings everything in, and it also has really great defenses. The pinchers, the claws, they're meant for holding things away and for keeping things at bay and protecting itself, right? And so there's a message here that's also coming through that with part of this thing that's coming through with this integration, you might need to step up your defenses. And what I mean by that is, you know, clear and shield your energy. Really, really, you're going to need to assert some boundaries with some people that are coming in or that are there, right? You know, and just to say, hey, it's okay to say to people, hey, you know what, I'm not okay with that. Sometimes it's not easy to say because we tend to, you know, just want to be friends with everybody and, you know, not ruffle any feathers. Well, if you are going with the flow and doing what other people want and it doesn't feel good to you and you're not speaking your truth, you're just giving your energy away to other people, and it's not a healthy thing for you. Okay, you gotta assert some boundaries. You gotta say, hey, this is what is okay and this is what is not okay. And as this energy is coming in, as you're really incorporating this new energy that's coming through for you, it might feel a little bit awkward at first, and that's okay. That's exactly what is supposed to be happening. It's kind of like the metaphor of riding a bike. You know, we had training wheels at first, and you know, we had somebody maybe holding our seat or, you know, helping us steer and holding onto the handlebar so that we didn't, you know, do a little dirt and go sideways and fall off and smash our noodles on the ground, right? We have people helping us. You know, it's okay to wobble a little bit as we're getting into this new energy. All right. What else is there with that? Angel, spirits, guides. Okay. I think those are the messages that need to come through there. All right, angel, spirits, guides, thank you for the messages that you've shared so far. Now let's find out. Those fell at the bottom. That doesn't count. Angel, spirits, guides, what is it that we have to know about the struggle and emotional release energy? That doesn't count either. I think Spirit's saying, we're done with these cards for right now, so you can go ahead and put those down. Interesting, the third the third water sign card came out as well. So there's a lot of emotional stuff that's coming up. I mean, come on, we have the emotional release card, and we've got two of the water signs that jumped out already, Pisces and Cancer. So the energy that's coming up, it's big energy. Remember to be compassionate towards yourself too, right? It's okay to ask for time. It's okay to ask for space when speaking your truth. It's okay to say, hey, you know what? I've got something that I would like to share that might be a little bit challenging. Definitely, you can say it's challenging for me to bring this up. You know, and I would like to have a conversation, or I would like to share some of my truth. Okay. You might want to write it down. You might want to, you know, write yourself a couple of notes. It's completely perfect to go into a conversation with notes. All right, beautiful beings. That is absolutely something that you can do. You know, prepare yourself. It's okay to prepare yourself. The world does that. Everybody in the world prepares themselves for one thing or another. And just because we're, you know, moving into a conversation that might be a little bit challenging because we're sharing our truth doesn't mean that we can't do the same thing, okay? So this energy that's coming through is really potent. Yeah, and even as I look at these cards, you know, we've got the emotional release card. There's raindrops on there. There's water in that. The struggles card, there's a fish swimming upstream, okay? And in this integration card, we've got the moon setting on, or rising, I don't know. I guess I'm saying setting today because, you know, we've got emotional release and we're letting go. So we've got the moon setting on the water right there. So lots of big energy that's coming through. Yeah. So whatever time it is that you're receiving this message, just there's a lot of emotional stuff that's coming up, and that's okay. All right, angel, spirits, guides, thank you for helping with directing. Okay, so let's find some clarification on emotional release and struggle. What is it that you... Good gravy. Okay, I guess that's how it's gonna be. That's the one right there, that's why. All right, yep. So the card that jumped out was the Soul Song card. So with this really, this struggle energy and this emotional release energy, you know, for those of you that are getting in there and discovering what your truth is, you're letting that come out as your song, that you're letting that, you know, come through. This is your soul coming through and sharing with you the melody, the tune, the song of your life, okay? And part of that song is going to, it's going to tell you everything that you need to know about yourself, and it's going to definitely bring up some emotions. It's definitely going to bring things full circle. It's definitely going to help you with sharing your truth out into the world, okay? Yeah, that's that's the message that's coming through there. All right, are we staying with these ones as we look at emotional release and it's all good? Yeah, we're staying with these. All right, angel, spirits, guides, what is it that you have to share about emotional release and it's all good? Okay. Beautiful reminder to create space. So, as I mentioned, this card of it's all good is the card of you've gained all of the things in life and you're at this very moment and you have everything that you need. So as we're looking at this truth sharing energy and this, you know, potential for there to be a huge emotional release of energy, Spirit's saying once that's all done, you need to take some time. You need to create some space. And maybe even before you share your truth, create some space and get in your thoughts and understand what it is that you're trying to communicate, okay? And even afterwards, after you've communicated this energy or this truth, to create space, to have a little bit of room to breathe. Because maybe for some of you, there's been a really powerful stifling energy, whether you've created that stifle of energy because you're not standing up in your own energy and creating boundaries with people, you know, and by doing that, by giving away your energy, you're just stifled. You've got the lampshade on, okay? You know, but this card, check it out. It's super brilliant, and there's a being meditating in the middle of that card, you know, and this is you glowing out, right? You're glowing up, you're embracing you, okay, beautiful beings? So this energy that's coming through as you are sharing your truth is allowing you to really step into who you are because you're speaking your truth, all right? So, beautiful beings, those are the messages for today. We're going to pull a couple of final cards and see what else Spirit has to say or to remind or to affirm. All right, so angel, spirits, guides, thank you for all of the messages that you have shared. What are the final messages that you have? Blue star, follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Ha! Yes! Check it out. Look it's all about truth today. It's all about speaking your truth. It's, you know, like part of the struggle that's coming through. You're, you know, in your emotional release, you're hearing your soul's purpose. You're hearing your soul song. You're in it, right? You know, and wait, so Spirit says, take a look. This is card number 41. So we've got 41, which is 4 and 1 is 5. And then we've got this, you know, struggle card 32, 3 and 2 is 5. So there's this big change that's coming through, and it's all about you speaking your truth. It's all about you really caring about you, beautiful beings. All right, angel, spirits, guides, thank you for the messages. All right, what else do you got to share? Boom. All right. channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. Absolutely. That's a reminder for all of you. You are beautiful beings full of love and light, and you are channels for consciousness, for light, for healing, for beautiful things. All right? Vibration. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. Absolutely. This is a eclipses are such a powerful time for transformation, for connection, for setting new intentions, for releasing the old, for releasing different paradigms, and also setting ourselves up for this raise in our vibration, for this raise in our consciousness, right? And it's all coming through. Look, your vibration is being raised, and you're a channel, so it's all coming through you. If it feels a little bit uncomfortable, that's okay. If it feels real uncomfortable and you can't handle it and you need to seek medical attention and medical professionals, that's okay. It's all okay, beautiful beings. We're all in the right place at the right time, and we're all here to help bring the world into the next paradigm, okay? Into the next. All right, one more. There we go. Flying messages. Intuition. Trust your intuition. It's been guiding you to the answers that you seek. So true. So true. Beautiful beings, those are the messages for today. If any bit of these messages resonated with you, please do like, share, subscribe, and remember to click the bell icon so that you get notified when I put new videos up. Beautiful, wonderful, glorious beings, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. May you receive abundant blessings of love, joy, light, prosperity, happiness, and all of the good. Until next time.